Hi, Gerhard Bloom, once again looking at the tyranny and the delusions of the social justice movement. So Donald Trump has just released an AI-generated vision for the future of what Gaza could be, right? Absolutely stunning, absolutely stunning. It would be a wonderful place. It's a brilliant dream. The problem is, it's a dream. It will never happen. Here's why. The Palestinians. And I know there are some wonderful Palestinians. I got a Palestinian couple in my building. Wonderful people. I can't imagine them ever strangling a baby to death. But here's the reality. For generations, mothers have been breastfeeding their babies in poisonous, rejectionist, genocidal ideology. And it still goes on. It still goes on. Why this imaginative future? Why isn't that a reality now? After all, billions and billions of dollars in international aid donations have gone into Gaza, right? Gone into the people of Gaza. And what did they do with that money? They turned Gaza into a very large terrorist training camp. That's exactly what it is. How many times do you need to see videos of Palestinian mothers telling the world how they want to give birth to babies so they can die as martyrs killing Jews? Yes, they are out there. Here's another thing, right? The Bibas family. Shiri Bibas, her body, and the body of her toddler son and baby, and an elderly young man. By the way, an elderly man, right? By the way, he was a peacenik. He used to take time out of his life to drive Gazans from Gaza in to see Israeli medical help, into Israeli hospitals, right? He was murdered, right? And hope against hope, right? People were praying desperately that Shiri Bibas and her two boys would be released alive. Well, they weren't released alive. The body of Shiri Bibas wasn't in that casket marked Shiri Bibas, right? It was some unknown Palestinian woman, right? I don't know if it was some kind of game. The coffins, they were locked, and keys given over to the Red Cross. The keys didn't fit the locks, right? No. And a coroner examination of the bodies. And these, by the way, these people, Shiri Bibas and her two sons, weren't captured by Hamas. No, when Hamas was going in, all the raping, murdering, and pillaging and hostage-taking, after the coast was clear, hundreds and hundreds of Palestinians ran in to join in the fun, right? The raping, pillaging, murdering, and hostage-taking, right? Well, Shiri Bibas' sons, a little toddler and a baby, were strangled to death, and then the bodies mutilated and disfigured to try and pretend that they were killed in an airstrike. It is a lie. And in this ceremony, which should have been a very solemn occasion indeed, right? Mama, presumably, right, although they lied, and two toddler and a baby boy in coffins, and some elderly old peacenik got killed, not for being stupid. He was killed. They would have killed anybody on the other side of that fence. At any rate, they have a parade. They have music. They have people celebrating this murder. That's why Donald Trump's vision for Gaza will never happen. He thinks Jordan is going to take these people. About 60 to 70% of the population of Jordan, Palestinians. His hold on power, King of Jordan's hold on power, is very tenuous. He allows millions of people, or 100,000 of these people, or 10,000 of people. They could easily overthrow his country. They nearly did. They nearly did. Jordan had to fight off a revolution in that country, an attempted coup. Palestinians, Yasser Arafat and his merry band of murderous thugs, well, they got ejected. They went into Lebanon, right? You've seen my previous videos. I've discussed that. When I was a kid, right? Beirut was the Paris of the Middle East. Well, what happened? The Palestinians got there. Caused, yes, a civil war. And they got kicked out. Yes, there's Palestinian refugees there, but thousands of Palestinians ejected. In the power vacuum, Hezbollah went in and yeah, murderers, torturers, rapists, same deal. So no, Jordan's not going to take them. How about Egypt? Egypt has had enough of the Muslim Brotherhood, and Hamas is a franchise of the Muslim Brotherhood. And in the Sinai Peninsula, hundreds, if not thousands, of Egyptian soldiers have been fighting Muslim terrorists. Yes, ISIS in the Sinai, it exists, right? The last thing Egypt needs is any more Palestinians. Thousands of Palestinians ejected from Kuwait in the aftermath of the invasion by Saddam Hussein, right? The Palestinians are supporting the Iraqi soldiers as they're marauding and raping and stealing, pillaging the Kuwaitis. So they got shown the door. Nobody in the region can accept them or will accept them. The risk of violence and instability, way too high, because it's an absolute certainty. So no, here's the solution for Israel, and it's not a pleasant one. It's the least bad option. To annex Gaza and to annex all of the West Bank. All of the West Bank. Yep, the Gazans and the West Banky citizens, yep, Israeli citizens, no right to vote. Never. They will never get the right to vote in federal elections. They might, if they play nicely, get to elect the city dog catcher. The schools will be run by Jewish administrators, the hospitals, the security forces, all of it. And no, it won't be an easy task, and there will be an endless amount of counterterrorism operations going on. But as it happens, massive counterterrorist operations are going on in the West Bank as we speak. So this is unending. We should stop pretending that there could be a two-state solution. Again, because the Palestinians have never accepted it on any form, in any description. So no, there's not going to be a Singapore of the Mediterranean unless Israel takes it over and manages it. And after a couple of generations, when this poisonous ideology is stamped out, the Palestinian people look up at the beautiful sky and the waves hitting the shores, and they notice that, guess what? Life is much better now. I'm making money. I can support my family. I have dignity. I'm not living on hate, right? This cancerous hate that's destroying generation after generation of Palestinians. Anyways, those are my thoughts. And please check out my book, Deconstructing Social Justice. It's available on Amazon. I walk you through this poisonous Palestinian mindset, the truth about Israel. No, not an oppressive state, not an apartheid state. It's all lies. Anyways, thank you so much for your time and attention. Please do drop a thumbs up. Gratifies my fragile male ego, and I apologize for prattling on for so long. Anyways, bye-bye now.